All right, as you know, it's my favorite time where I get to give out 3 awards to our Student of the Month. So I am going to start with effort. Several adults want to nominate this student for this month's Student of the Month area of effort. To quote Christopher Reeves, "I think a hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure despite overwhelming obstacles." This quote can sum up how many people, both adults and children alike, perceive this student. This student puts his best effort into all he is asked to do and more. His efforts can be observed inside and outside of the classroom. When faced with a difficult challenge, it is very typical of him to persevere even in the face of adversity and hardship. In the classroom, if he cannot complete a task one way, he will try another way until he is successful. He never has said, "This is too hard," but has said, "There must be another way." This student has worked diligently reading at home with family as well as in school and has moved up 3 reading levels since the beginning of the school year. Just today, he was observed teaching a fellow student how to solve some multiplication problems. His efforts can also be observed in social situations. For example, when conversing with other students, he will respond in kind to the topic being discussed. He puts forth the extra effort to listen to others, ask others how they are feeling, and when he observes someone in distress, he is one of the first students to offer a helping hand or an open heart. All students show effort during one time or another, but his effort is different. The way that many see his effort is more than just a part of who he is, but it's him as a human being. Mario Ferlio once said, "Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, but rather it comes from what you do consistently." This student is consistently putting in the extra effort, and it is evident in his schoolwork and in his relationships with his teachers and peers. We are so proud of you. This month's Effort Award goes to Abraham Mott. Okay, the next one is Curiosity, my favorite. We are happy to nominate a very dedicated and caring student for Curiosity. This student has shown interest in her learning since the start of E2. There are so many great kids here at Carlton, but sometimes those who fly under the radar, toe the line, and always meet expectations don't stand out as much for all the right reasons and aren't recognized as they should be. This student's curiosity really shines when it comes to the wonder she has about the world around us. In science, she's always asking about plants and animals and how they interact. Just the other day, the student wondered if a plant would grow by not being in direct sunlight. She wondered if the plant would still grow by setting up a mirror to reflect the light from a mirror from the window that would then shine on the plant. She thinks outside the box and explores ways to do different things. In ELA, in school, she is an avid writer. She's always curious to how she could improve her stories and works diligently both in and outside of school to grow her writing in a creative way. Currently, she is writing her own book and her teachers look forward to reading it. The student is always curious into how she can best help others. She's selflessly finding ways to help a friend or a teacher without ever being asked. This is also how she shows community in our school by being a caring, kind, polite student, always striving to learn, taking care of, and being concerned for others around her, being the first to jump in or volunteer to clean up, organize, or step up for a fellow student, no matter what the task. She is quiet and calm, always thoughtful of others and the task at hand, and dependable to a fault. She is a quiet leader, even though who can go so far, even though she and others around her don't realize that yet. She is empathetic and caring, which are qualities that will bring her far in life. We are both beyond lucky to have her in our school and in our community. The Curiosity Award this month goes to Velda Brickner. Our final award winner is for effort. We want to nominate this student for, community. I messed up. Let's start again. The final award is for community. We want to nominate this student for community this month. This student consistently shows that he is a kind, caring, and helpful community member in our classroom and in the Carlton community as well. He always asks if he can help teachers and students with anything from work to organizing. He consistently helps to clean the classroom at the end of the day and helps organize the Chromebooks. He also includes other students and wants to make sure everyone is enjoying their day. He has a positive attitude about school and values his education. To quote this student, "I don't have to go to school, I get to go to school." He stands up for others when needed and leads by example. He has been working hard on being a leader and is trying his best to make the right choices at school. About a month ago, the student went out of his way to ask about organizations that he could look into to support. He was specifically interested in organizations that fundraise and show support for children fighting cancer. The student also has volunteered to help with school-wide presentations as part of a school-wide donation drive. As part of this project, the student had to attend planning sessions during his lunch and recess, as well as work on his own at home to produce a video. He is consistently looking to volunteer in other communities outside of Carlton. This student cares a lot and wants to support people in whatever community he is a part of. We would love to nominate this student for our Community Student of the Month, and this month it goes to Isaiah Zahn. All right, one last round of applause for our Student of the Month.